all these three sections. As the Toastmaster of the day, we bring a theme for the meeting to add energy and value to the meeting. Today, the theme is how to become a people magnet. It is a book that I landed upon recently. I hope you're all able to see the book. So it's a small book. It's like 150 rupees book. Small book, but lot of wisdom, about 60 tips on how to become a people magnet. One of the key things that strike me from this book is it's about what the other person wants. So one of the analogy the author gives here is when he goes for fishing, he himself actually likes strawberries so much. But when he goes for fishing, he doesn't take strawberries for the fish. The fish like worms, so he takes worms. He doesn't take strawberries. So the same way when we are dealing with people, it is about what the other person wants. It's not about what you want and not pushing your agenda onto them. With this section, before we get started, I will call upon the general evaluator for today's meeting, distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jagger, to brief about the general evaluator's role in the team. Over to you.
Thank you, TMOD, DTMPA. General evaluation is an important segment in a Toastmasters meeting. Am I audible?
Yes,
all right,
you are.
So I'm not sure because of the drills or anything, the internet is unstable. I don't know. These all are the suspicions. So this is loud and clear, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So general evaluation is a critical aspect of any Toastmasters meeting. Now, it helps members to improve, and also the role player gets an opportunity to observe or listen and understand others and themselves. So in this general evaluation, I'll be assisted by two sets of people. One is the qualitative evaluators and the quantitative evaluators. Quantitative evaluators mostly talk in numbers that by the timer, our counter, and the grammarian. So today's timer for the day, today's timer for the day is Sadish Kumar, and he's not available. He's sick, and it's replaced by Anbareshan. So may I request Anbareshan to read out the guidelines of timer's report?
Thank you, Alex. So I hope I'm visible, right? Am I audible, right?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm Anbarasan. I'm delighted to take this responsibility as a timer role. As a timer, my responsibility is to help speaker to stay within the allotted time. I'll monitoring your speech duration and providing you the signals to keep the time guiding. At 2 minutes, I'll show you the green signal, which means you met the minimum time limit. At 2 seconds, 30 minutes, I'll show you the yellow card. It signaling you are going to reach the maximum limit. At 3 minutes, I'll show you the red cards, which means you are exceeding the time limit. This helps ensure everyone get a fair chance to speak and keep the session running smoothly. Thank you.
All right, just to add on, Anbareshan is doing this role for the first time. So the timing he mentioned is for the table topics, evaluation. So for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes, green at 1 minute, amber at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes. And for speeches, it is usually 5 to 7 minutes speech. So 5 to 7, 5 minutes green, amber at 6 and red at 7. And other speeches, any specific time will be mentioned by our evaluators, and we will follow the instructions. So now may I request Daniel Andrew to introduce the role as a counter.
Yes. Good morning, DTM Alex. Thank you for the introduction. And Today I will be the counter for today's Toastmasters meeting. The purpose of the counter is to know the words and sounds that are used as a and pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen or listen about the overused words like including and where and continuously repeatedly what you use that I will observe. Also including the sounds like etc. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase like I, this means, you mean, etc. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used of these expressions. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. And this is a very important role. Accountant is also listening, and also it helps members in a different form. I didn't understand the value until I have started observing it. When you are prepared for the day, you are really, really prepared. Your accounts will be less than 0 to 1, less than 1 or 2 maximum. But the day when you're not prepared, it can go on into 8, 9, 10, 15 times. So that's a way that's a self measurement. And I'm sure you all can check by yourself when you listen to the report. Now we have a grammarian. So now may I request Navanita, our grammarian, to introduce his role as a grammarian.
Thank you, DTM Alex. Hello everyone. Good morning. As a grammarian, I'll pay close attention to all the speakers and listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take a note of any outstanding words, quotes, or sayings or thoughts. And also I'll make a note of any improper usage, language usage. Also, as a grammarian, it is my duty to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day is compassion. The meaning of compassion is feeling and showing concern for others' suffering, which fosters a positive and inviting atmosphere. An example sentence is, you could show some compassion, it wasn't his fault. And I ask every speaker to use the word of the day. And at the end of the meeting, I'll provide my report with the good usage of the phrases and also the word of the day. Thank you. Over to DTM Alex.
Thank you, Navanita. One important thing about the grammarian role is most members often don't take grammarian role. We say that we are not good in grammar. And that was the exact same feeling I had when I joined Toastmasters. Then one of my mentors had told, it is not really about understanding the whole of Wren and Martin and saying that you are the expert in grammar, but it is about listening skills. Can you listen for that good word, good phrase? Can you listen for good usages and you are expressing it and sharing it back to the club? And also, I'm sure you know some grammar and there will be some obvious mistakes. You can always share that. And that's how you level up listening skills. So each role has a purpose and we need to understand that purpose and deliver it. So thank you so much for the tag team and there will be evaluators, speech evaluators, which will be called after the speeches are done and the second part of the session. So I'll be back with the reports and evaluations at the later part of the meeting. Now over to the Toastmaster of the day, DTM Pringham.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Now we will get started with the prepared speeches section. We do have 2 prepared speeches today, and let's get started with the first prepared speech. Toastmaster Keshan will be delivering a prepared speech. And to evaluate his speech, may I call upon Toastmaster Jay Shankar to read out the project objectives.
Fellow Toastmasters and everyone, very good morning. My target speaker, Toastmaster Keshavan, is pursuing his pathway presentation mastery, level 2, understanding your communication styles. And his speech title is Networking with Heart Emotions that Builds Bridges. All the best, Toastmaster Keshavan. Please note that this is a prepared speech. Your time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best. Over to the speaker.
Thank you, Timuri, DTM Priyank, and Jay Shankar for the invite. So, networking with heart, emotion that builds bridges. Good morning to fellow Toastmasters and guests. I'm here to share my experience in networking. And I'm going to share people who have magnetized in me the strong hold and love to be in the limelight of networking people. And today's theme of the day, people's magnet. See, I before starting what I'm going to share, I would like to share that I'm a very uh, introvert person. I have what is networking is not known to me before. I was thinking and having a presumption that they will push me down, they will bully me, they will ridicule me. And when I tried to talk to them, it was like when I walked into a room full of individuals where they welcoming me to an extent saying that Keshav, pleasure to meet you. Nice to talk to you. So, in that sense, I'm going to share here with you all the bridges of networking. How bridges of networking helps. In that, I'm going to share how the emotion part works in. So, first is anxiety. Second is curiosity. Third is excitement. Fourth and lastly, gratitude. So, in anxiety, whenever we trying to speak to any person over a conversation, we are hearing a inner voice stating that don't mess this up, don't mess this up. It's a one-time offer. Please don't mess this up. So in that sense, it sharpens our the anxiety in us, strengthens ourselves, it sharpens our mind to speak and get it off the introvert feeling. And how the networking happens is a lovely thing to happen. Today, we are going to see the next person, curiosity. Curiosity is one where we are able to understand and curious about what are all the aspects of things we are going to do. We are curious on everything we do. And in that sense, curiosity is one thing which builds our networking ability. And coming to our most important people's magnet magic of networking, excitement. So we are all excited about everything we do. We are excited about everything. My excitement lies in networking with people, podcasting, public speaking, motivational speaking, and be it anything which instills me, like for example, listening to the Dharman videos, listening to Gopal Das, listening to each and everything which is an inspiring aspect. That excitement keeps me going on to be the best version of myself. Coming back to the next person, intimidation. So whenever we try to talk to people, when we are talking to experienced people, we are having a, we are getting intimidated in a either way. Like for example, it can be a fear of intimidation, or it can be the senior most person we are talking to, an inspiration intimidation. So we are getting intimidated, and when we are talking to them, we are losing our strength of speaking and networking with people, and that way intimidation take, uh, can be avoided to a greater extent. And coming to the next two persons, a peaceful duo, joy and gratitude. Joy is something which we are all experiencing in day-to-day life. Joy is something. Joy is a happiness. For me, being happy to be here with you all. So in this, I really feel that joy is one factor can create the sparkles of networking ability to express yourself, and you can create genuine connections with this aspect. And going further, last man show, Brahmastra of our networking bridge, gratitude. See, when compassion is there, gratitude is always there. So gratitude is one thing. We are grateful for everyone. I am daily in gratitude to Wakeup Chennai, to my company Kriya, to my parents, to my friends, to my relatives, for the person who I am here now. In conclusion, what I'm trying to say is networking is not a skill, it's an emotional experience. We are not collecting people like a Nokia. We are collecting and networking people. We are connecting, not collecting. So, because I feel that behind every handshake, there is a heartbeat. So, thank you so much for the lovely and wonderful opportunity to speak on the topic. So, with this, I hand over to TMOD, DKM Priyank regarding this.
Thank you, Toastmaster Keshav, for the wonderful speech. We will now move on to the second preferred speaker. I'm hearing my voice back. The second speaker for today is Toastmaster Gayatri. To give the project objectives, I call upon the evaluator of the speech, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. Over to you.
Thank you, TMOD, Toastmaster DTM Priyank. Toastmaster Gayatri is giving her speech from the Pathway Presentation Mastery. It's a level 1 speech, writing a speech with purpose. And the purpose of this project is for the member to review basic methods of writing a speech with a delivered purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. A timer, please note that the time for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Toastmaster Gayatri Ponnusamy is an IT professional with 12 years of experience. She is a proud mother of a 5-year-old. She loves to chit-chat and play chess with her son. Today, let's hear from her. Toastmaster Gayatri Ponnusamy, over to you.
Thank you. Hope I'm audible. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, DTM Priyank, for the introduction. Yeah. Okay. My topic is about the power of determination. Don't break, break through. Life often gives us two options: to fight back or give up. In every tough situation, we face a choice to break down or break through. And the path we choose defines how we become. Let me share a short story from Mahabharata. Once Guru Dronacharya wanted to test his students. He asked to aim at the eye of a bird placed on a tree. He asked every student, "What do you see?" One said, "I see the bird, the tree, and the sky." Another said, "I see the branches, the leaves, and the bird." When Arjuna came forward and was asked the same question, he said, "I see only the eye of the bird." Then Guru Dronacharya smiled and said, "Shoot." Because only Arjuna had the focus to ignore distraction and stay fixed on the goal. That's the level of determination that we all need, especially when life throws unexpected challenges at us. Let me take you back to 2012. I was one of the students who got placed in a company through campus recruitment. That year, IT industry wasn't doing great, so that offer felt like a golden opportunity. Then came the shock. They announced a fresh test, FRP test. If we didn't clear the test, our offer letter would be revoked. And the syllabus was vast. We had only 30 days to prepare. C, C++, Java, data structures. If you are from IT background, you might understand what these subjects might be. I had a choice, either to panic or to prepare. I decided to prepare with full determination and confidence because I have the syllabus. I know what to prepare. I have the books, materials, resources, everything. I just need the time to prepare. I came up with this study plan. I changed my routine completely. I started studying from 7 a.m. in the morning till 2:30 in the night. I took break for food. That's it. Other than that, I was determined and serious to complete this whole syllabus. When I had conversation with my friends, they told, see, they are trying to filter out candidates. You will not be able to clear the exam. In short notice, we can't prepare this much. But I was confident that I will definitely clear the exam. I didn't have a doubt. I started preparing very hard. In college days, I used to mug up the code and I write the exam. Even the practical test, I used to mug up 4 or 5 lines. I mug up and I try to attempt it. This is the first time I'm going to study with wholeheartedly, and I try to understand it logically instead of mugging up the code. I gave it my all. My focus is on my goal. I have to clear the exam no matter what. I didn't compare myself with others. How many are going to give up the exam? On the exam day, the room was tense. Many were nervous, but I stayed quiet because I had worked hard all those 30 days for this exam. I attempted 33 out of 35 questions. I am damn sure all 33 were correct. I confidently walked out of the room. My exam coordinator was shocked because I left early. He asked, was it too tough for you? I smiled and said, no, sir, it was easy. All 35 questions were easy, and I think I did well. Later, in a week, the results were announced, and I was one of the person who got selected for that test. 4,500 people gave the test, and only 880 were able to clear the exam. Only 20% were able to clear the exam. I was one of them. Later, due to protest, they have announced and gave offer letters to everyone. But at the moment, I stood tall, not because I just passed the exam, but I had proven something to myself that determination and confidence can beat fear and self doubt. Bo Taplin, an Australian poet, has beautifully framed this sentence. She was unstoppable not because she did not have failures or doubts, but because she continued despite them. To all of you listening, life may test you. You might have your moment of weakness, fear, self doubt, failures, but remember, you can still fight back. When you want to give up, realize that you have used only 40% of your potential. This idea may seem familiar to those who have read the book Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. We all have potential to do much more than we think. So don't think that you can't do it. Try and unlock your 60% potential. That's what determination does to you. That determination helps you to unlock your remaining 60%. When life tests you or asks you a question, what do you see? Just tell, you see only the goal. Stay focused on your goal, no matter what. Fight back. To all of you, don't break through when life has any challenges. With compassion, work hard, and you will definitely reach your goal, though it might take some time. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Priyan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gayatri, for that insightful speech. Don't break through. A very warm and connecting story in the morning to motivate us all. Yes, life throws challenges, but when life throws lemons, are you going to make lemonade? Very inspiring. Thank you. And now let's move on to the next session, table topics. Before that, let me talk a little bit about how to become a people magnet book. It says clearly, it says stop gossiping. We all love gossips, most of us, and especially the media industry. They like to write different things about people, and it might be true, it might not be true, but for the fun of it and to pass the time, people do a lot of gossiping. The worst thing is it breaks relationships. And when people gossip about you, gossip about somebody else to you, it is also very much possible they will gossip about you to somebody else. It's more of a negative draining energy. So he clearly says stop gossiping. That is something resonated very much with me because I don't like to gossip about people and I don't like people gossiping about me. So now let's move on to the second section, the impromptu speaking. To conduct the table topic session, we have a man born and brought up in Chennai, an MCA graduate from SVC Sriperumbudur, working in the IT sector for the past 15 years as a functional consultant, specializing in manufacturing, supply chain, distribution, and costing verticals in Oracle Labs ERP. He is a fitness enthusiast and with other interests including cinephile, epicure, bibliophile, and horophile. He makes his introduction as much hard as possible so that normal, ordinary people cannot understand. With that, I would like to hand over the control to the table topics master, Toastmaster Shivakumaran, the VP of the club, and trying to bring this club out in different colors and flavors. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Priyank, for the warm welcome. Good morning, everyone. Welcome once again to Wakeup Chennai Toastmaster Club, and welcome to table topic session of today's meeting. And to those who have joined new or for the benefit of guests, I would like to read out the introduction and what a table topic master session is about. The purpose of table topic master is to facilitate where guests and members will have the opportunity to practice their impromptu speaking. Impromptu speaking is something like a prepared speech where we will be given a topic and you are expected to give a speech for minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes with a grace period of another more 30 seconds. So it is not necessarily you have to speak on the topic. It is anything that comes on your mind, anything you wish to talk, anything uh, you want to share with us, you can talk on that. And with that introduction, I have prepared my topics today around the theme of the day, people magnet. Some of the topics I have gathered or related to that. So let's have this table topic master session with great insight, insightful session with compassion as well. I have few raise hands here. First person who raised hand is evaluator Jay Shankar. So Jay Shankar, can I give you a topic now?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Jay Shankar. Your question is,
Yeah, please go
what's
ahead.
the one thing that make people smile?
Can you repeat your question, please?
What is the one thing that makes people smile?
Definitely, without doubt, it is MONEY, money. I think the table topic most everybody see how they are laughing. I think I mean like Mohini madam say everybody is laughing when you show when we see money. So when you receive money on your hand, see how all the faces are turning, smiling. We can say everybody's teeth. So I would say that money is the one which makes people very happy because we live in this world. We need to survive. We need money. Without money, if you go and ask, nothing will be given to you. It's not our ancient some 200 years back that I will grow tomato and you give me back brinjal. So that's not the case these days. Money. So now the happiness made little turn off because how do you earn the money? That's the question. Money is there, we can be happy, but how to earn the money? So to earn the money, I would say that certainly anything you do it straightforward and learn it, do it to the best. May it be your educational career, or I see a person who runs a, glossary store who started around 15 years back when I started my software career. Before than me, I have land and I bought loan and built my home. But he started a glossary store with his wife. Religiously, traditionally, he did the small sales, and he bought a land and um, he built a home and he's rented, and further he's doing his business. So I would say that money is the one which will make everybody happy, but how do we mint it? It's a consistent process, and not only minting the money, we need to save it. And so I think then we understand this process, then always money is going to be very smiling a particle in everybody's life. So I encourage and I want everyone to earn money and save it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jay Shankar. Thanks a lot for speaking on the topic. It is a very objective thing, I would say. There are many things which make people smile, like saying some good words or encouraging them. But you told in a very wider terms. Vitamin M is always important. Without vitamin M, nothing works in this world. Thanks for giving that
Thank you, sir.
speech. Next, I will go to our treasurer Santosh, who is having challenges join our meeting. I know he is an important person, but he is all up and ready. Welcome again, Santosh.
Right.
Okay, your question is,
Yes.
what qualities do you think make a person a people magnet?
Thanks for the topic, table topic master, Toastmaster Shivakumaran. Yeah, the qualities in the sense, definitely it should be um, the people. If you really want the people attractive person, then you need to be a. If you are going in the leadership, it is the servant leadership definitely. So what they need, definitely, we need to understand what they need, and with respect to the different person, the need also the different. Once, for example, if I am taking a when I am taking my manager, or if I am taking a manager, he expect me to work, and his goal is different from me. The approach is different from me, and also he need when I am interacting with him, he need like very smooth environment in the workplace. For example, the work should be done in a right way, and he don't want to stretch it long. So what he need is, it is in a kind environment. You don't want to disturb the environment. The work should be smooth. So it is, if I want to be a people magnet, so if I want to be attracting, I need to be actually do the things right in the right time. So right time is very important. So this is the end of the speech. Thanks for you.
Thank you, Santosh. That was a
Right.
nice speech given by you. It is always understandable how to attract people at our office, at the surroundings, what we have. So it is nicely put how we can manage such things. But yeah, one of the my perception, one of the people magnet whom I think are some of the great leaders we have at the world, like Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela. Those are actually the people magnet. How one person can able to attract so much of people around the world to support that cause. It is not an easy task. If I go and stand in a stage and give a speech, nobody will listen to that. But look at those people. There is an aura then enter into the room. Their perception, their ideas, their cause, whatever they hold on to, it will be easily spread out to the people who are there. Even they don't raise any voice. The centering will make an impact. That is another way of thinking at the people magnet. Just wanted to share my thoughts. And next, I would give preference to those non-players first, and then call upon the members who has already given a speech. I will go to our Sergeant at Arms, Karthik, to take on the next topic.
Okay.
Yeah, Karthik, you are there, right?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay. Your topic is, if an animal could be a people magnet, which animal would be most effective and why?
Thank you, Shivakumar. And if animal could be a people magnet, which animal could be why? So I'm presently in US. So I see the dogs are given the most priority than human beings. And I don't like, I'm not so much fond of this pet animals and dogs. And they are giving such an, love to the dogs. And they are so much, they are wearing some dress for the dogs, they love dogs more than the human being. And I would say if in that case, I would say as I'm seeing it, I don't like, all these animals. But in that case, if you see, so I would be dogs would be a better and yeah, especially cats I've seen in so few places, but dogs they are giving such an importance to dogs and so cute dogs. So in this way, I said I could. So dogs play, and one more thing normally we say is dogs. They are the most faithful animal or the pet animal we say, and saying also that a dog is man's best friend. People might cheat and they betray, but the dogs will not do. So in that case, I would say dog, and because of this reasons, anyway, I hate dogs. I don't like dogs or this any pet animals. So that thank you for giving me this opportunity. Over to you, Shivkumar.
Nice, Karthik. We all know that dogs are very friendly animals, and everybody loves dogs. It is of course a people magnet, a best friend for a man, none other than a dog. Thanks for that speech. It was very enchanting to hear in the morning. Then next person, I would like to have some guests give the speech next. Selvi, can you please take up on a topic?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, Selvi.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Your topic is, can we learn how to be a people magnet person, or do you think it is an inborn character?
Um, I feel there is no specific. Is, it is not a skill that we have to newly learn. Everybody will have that, as you say. It should be an inborn quality. Only thing is how to make it shine and shape it, like initially Mr. Alex told, right? How we, I mean, work on it and getting the best out of it every time when we um, speak. So, yeah, mostly experience builds that, or on a daily basis, if we give some attention to it, okay, I'm going to give this or give a small speech today. What I should not do, or from your previous experiences you would have felt one or the other instances, okay, I should not have presented this way, right? So I should have made it this way. So if you give attention to it, and next time when you get a chance, or when you have to do some presentation, give attention to what did not work in your previous sessions and do it. I think that helps, and that's the way you can make yourself better day by day. That's what I feel.
Thank you, Sylvie. That was a very nice speech. Yes, sometimes it is not some qualities what we can develop. It has to be there within us. It is indeed true. Thanks for your speech. And the next
Thank
person
you
I
for the
would like
opportunity.
to, sorry.
Thank you for the opportunity.
No, you're welcome. You're most welcome. The next person I would like to have is Navanitha Krishnan, our grammarian. I will take him for the next role. Navanitha, your topic is what's more important in building rapport, listening or speaking well?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Okay, what is more important to build a rapport with another person? Is it with listening or is it with speaking well with them?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Shivakumar. What makes easier for, to build a rapport with someone, like whether it's listening or speaking? Um, I would say, in my experience, I think, yeah, at times I notice, I hear that, two individuals, they don't like each other, like A and B, they both don't like each other, okay? But they both like me, okay? So I'm comfortable with both A and B. Like, I think they see me as a best friend. So I think mainly because of the listening skill, I feel like. I think so the more that you listen, you try to understand the other person, I think we can build a rapport. Um, I mean, to closer to the theme, recently somebody was mentioning, I think like being a magnet, right, for people. Um, Sometimes that, you see somebody's face, I think that face reflects a lot of core values of that person. Like maybe there is a compassion, there is a kindness, love. So those are some of the core qualities, like, inbuilt values and qualities that actually brings people to them, oh, I can listen to this person, right? Or I can, sometimes, some people do a great speech and you can't even take a second, you don't get distracted even for a second because you are totally occupied with their speech, right? Their personality. So I think, yeah, with that, I see, I mean, in a friendship or in any relationship, I think the listening skill is really key. That actually helps you to build a good rapport with the other person. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Shivakumar.
Thank you, Navneeta. That is a nice way to put all the things. It was really good listening to your thoughts. And next, I would like to call upon our counter, Daniel Andrew. So, Daniel, your topic is what role does emotional intelligence play in being a people magnet?
Sorry, please repeat.
What role does emotional intelligence play in being a people magnet?
Okay, very good morning, Toastmaster Shivakumaran. Thanks for the opportunity. What emotional intelligence? First of all, people magnet. If you wanted to be a people magnet, you have to be a great personality. Say if I talk about Mahendra Singh Dhoni, everybody likes Mahendra Singh Dhoni. In India, if even now it is IPL is going on, even though CSK is not playing good, but full crowd is coming up, yellow everywhere, yellowism, because he achieved that much quality among the people in India. Not only India, even other country also he likes him. But if I talk about emotional intelligence, it is about your quality, how you treat other people. uh, uh, you have to convince the people so that you will be emotionally attract the people towards you. So sometimes in a leadership role, there will be many more toughest situations. You have to handle different people, and you have to convince all the 4 or 5 people, but all will have expectations. But that is a different very tough situations. But as a leader, you have to manage with your emotional intelligence skill set. So this is what I just wanted to, I know about this topic. Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah,
Over to you, Shiv.
thank you, Daniel. It was a nice speech. You started with how the leadership role we can play and with emotional intelligence and all. It was really nice to hear it. And moving on to the next person, I would like to have the guest Vinod to give their speech. Vinod, can you take a topic?
Hello, sorry, sir. I am speaking in next meeting.
Okay, no problem. Thanks, Vinod. And I would like to have, okay, Mohini ma'am, can you take a topic?
Yes, I can try.
Thank you. Okay. Your topic is share a story about a person who effortlessly attracts others. What is the secret? Hello.
A person who effortlessly attracts others have to first have a big smile, has to be very gracious, and to some extent, I think, like one of our Toastmasters started today's topic with, must have a certain amount of money also, because the world has become so avaricious. There is Mother Teresa on who's so passionate about love, kindness, and giving her heart and soul to the destitute people. Do you think she would stand a chance in today's world to attract people just to go to her just like that, to maybe give more towards her cause? There may be one section of purpose, of course, philanthropists, people who have a social cause, institutions that have a social cause. They will give to Mother Teresa. Say, on the other hand, a very, very rich person, a person who's gregarious, who talks so much, people are naturally attracted towards them because they get to benefit from them. Unfortunately, that is the way the world works today. People see how they can benefit from another person, how they can achieve something that they need to achieve. It is not being selfish. That is the way the world is. A person needs to get a job, a person needs to move on in life. That is what networking is all about. But there is something called gratitude. Take my mother, for instance. My mother is such a gracious person. She raised 10 daughters. 10 daughters. But there was always a smile on her face. There was so much concentration, and her work was meditation. When in the kitchen she was working, when she was cutting an onion, she was so focused on the onion, with so many children running around, so much of noise, each one grabbing their tiffin boxes to get their breakfast ready to rush to school. You can imagine the chaos in the kitchen, but her mind was on cutting that onion. Honestly, during the early days, I did not observe that or realize that. Later in life, when looking back, I admire that person for her grit, her passion, her personality, and her beaming, smiling face all the time. Of course, there were moments of anguish and anger and everything, tears and everything did happen in her lifetime. But if I have to name one person, it would be my mother, a living example. A person who gave to everybody, even though she was so tired. When my legs hurt and I stand in the kitchen, I think, how did our mother cook for so many of us? And when she had a couple of guests come in, she would just be so gracious. She would ask them to sit like she never had a worry in the world, or she didn't have to see how the next lunch was going to get ready. She would make tea, she would make coffee, she would make tiffin also and offer them. I offer my gratitude and prayer to that woman who is the person. I think that is what attracts a person more than graciousness or money or whatever. I think that charisma of a person, which is inborn in their nature and which comes through and blossoms through life. Over to your topics, Master.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It was very fascinating to listen about your personal experience and the person you love. It was very nice. Anbarasan, it has to be 1 minute green, 1.5 minute yellow, and 2 minute red. So please be conscious of that. And I will take one last topic and then wind it up. I would like to call upon our distinguished Toastmaster Priyank for that. So, Priyank, your topic is, if you could have dinner with any charismatic fictional character, who would it be?
I'd like to have dinner with any charismatic fictional character. I love Tom and Jerry so much, and especially Jerry. My father was also called as Mouse in his college days and school days, and I was also called like Jerry because of my kitsch voice, and always I'm playing around, laughing around with people. So I would like to have dinner with Jerry. How it will handle even tough problems with a smiling face, and in the end, it makes everybody to laugh. Uh, it's small, it is not big. Uh, it's a very good example of showing like you don't have to be big to create big impact, and you don't have to do big things to create big impact in this world. You can be small, you can be tiny, you can stay inside that small hole and still make a difference in this world. And sometimes I have also seen Jerry in some of the episodes as very compassionate. Even when elephant's little one falls from the train and comes into its house, it will help. It will try to help the little elephant, and it will help the little duckling which lost its way back home, Mr. Mom. And as much possible, Jerry, in spite of having lot of troubles from Tom and others for himself, he will try to, Jerry tries to help others. So I think Jerry is a very nice person, a fictional character, always making people laugh with his funny actions and everything, but still kind and compassionate towards people and helping others. So I think I will have dinner with Jerry
Nice,
from
nice,
Tom and Jerry.
Priyank.
Thank
Thank you.
you, and
Thank, yeah, thank you.
back to
Thanks
your
for
table
sharing your thanks.
Master.
Thanks for giving your thoughts. It was nice. Yes, Jerry is a good character to have dinner with. Thank you. And with this, I conclude today's table topic master session. Thanks everyone for participating. It was very nice to hearing your stories and hearing your experiences over time. And I would like to hand over the control back to our Toastmaster of the day, distinguished Toastmaster Priyank.
Thank you, Table Topics Master, for conducting a wonderful table topic session. And I think most of us got a chance to talk in the table topic session. And I would now, let's move on to the third section, evaluation session. To conduct the evaluation session, may I call upon the General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, DTM Priyank. So let's move on to the evaluation session. And as you know, first is the speech evaluation. So we have two speech evaluators. Now, may I request Jay Shankar to evaluate Keshav's speech. Stage is yours, Jay Shankar.
Sorry to interrupt. Anbarasan, the timing is 2 minute green, 2.5 minute yellow, and 3 minute red. Please note it down and show your timer cards. Thanks for the time. Over to you, Jay. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you, General Evaluator. My target speaker, Toastmaster Keshavan. Wow, it's a wonderful openings that you have given. That straight away you accepted that you at the beginning, maybe at the early stages of your life, you are an introvert person. Yeah, there are many persons who are introvert, meaning that they will not mingle with other persons. But you were introspecting with yourself, and you were seeing. I mean, you expressed how you have been. I mean, treated when you are an introvert person among your friends or a known circle by they are doing bullying you or making fun of you at the face at the beginning. So you well understood that these all are the qualities and the outcomes when a person cannot speak or behave or react or how to express himself or in the other ways we can say that how doesn't know how to get along with the crowd. Okay, so good that, and you told that your inner voice says doesn't whatever you do something, don't mess up with don't mess up those kind of instructions. Yeah, so by that you learned what is the power of networking, and uh, your how you should develop the skill of networking, and what is the power of listening, all that. Very good. And uh, you, uh, you say that like you have made a lot of approaches to become a networking, and I hope that is the reason you are in the Toastmasters as well. And I would definitely say that your effort towards networking, whatever that you are making and you made as a project also today, kudos. And yeah, definitely networking helps, and that is that is one of the motto and the declared statement from Toastmasters as well. Like along with communication and leadership, networking is also the another motto in the Toastmasters fraternity. Good, and I appreciate that you wanted to come out, or whether you have already come out of your introvert personality. Yeah, we see that generally you are not an introvert now. You are very comfortable and very glad talking and addressing to all of our people. Kudos to Toastmasters. Hip hip hooray to the Toastmasters fraternity, which could also change you or anyone. Okay, there are also some improvements from my end. See, the purpose of this project is addressing the different communication styles. Okay, so the matter what you have told is like regarding the like networking and your personal story. So you could have better communicated with the different communication styles. For example, when you were an introvert, you could have told that in a very shying manner, like I'm an introvert, I don't talk. So how you express in a style really when you are an introvert or any introverts, like so well whilst they are being commented or pulled legs in a friendly manner by friends, how their face expression or their communication style would have been. And once you become a networking expert, how you're commandingly changing your voice style and how you're raising your voice wherever it is required to. Or an example like the same friend who pulled your leg. Now, after becoming an communication expert, then you can how you talk to him in a way that he respected you. That way, you could have expressed your communication styles. Maybe you can take the same matter when you are an introvert status, how your communication and the style, fearful way of talking, that style, and when you become an expert, how your way of talking could have been changed. So that was the project objective. So I would suggest that you have to stick to the project objective. Otherwise, what you have improved and what you have showcased today is all kudos. And still suggest that you stick to the project objectives going forward for all the projects. And what is the objective given in the project? You practice well, get it mentored, and also talk in the session. That's my kind suggestion. Thanks, and over to the general evaluator, DTM Alex.
Thank you, Jay, for the evaluation. And a couple of points to be noted. A speaker in a regular meeting is not a target speaker. He is our regular speaker. Target speaker comes only in a contest where there is a target speaker who comes and speaks, and evaluators, multiple evaluators will evaluate that speech. So in a club meeting, we can address our speaker or speaker number one or my speaker. I think that would be better. And
Thanks,
the second, and second, as Jay mentioned, it is very important to stay with the objectives. Each speech has a purpose. It is not about randomly giving a speech. Each speech has a purpose. Some speeches are about reflection, and this is how you tune your communication to speak on reflection. Some speech is about icebreaker, right? How do you introduce yourself? So it's important to stick to the Toastmasters objectives and deliver a speech, and I'm sure you'll consider that. Thank you, Jay, and thank you, Keshav. Now let's move on to the second speaker and evaluation. Gayatri gave a speech, and the evaluator is DTM Sadish Menon. May I request DTM Sadish Menon to evaluate Gayatri's speech?
Thank you, General Evaluator DTM Alex. Toastmaster Gayatri, your speech was about the breakdown or breakthrough. Any speech is very impactful if you quote personal examples in it, because it's your story that you're quoting and it's an experience that you have gone through. And your speech, Toastmaster Gayatri, had that as the core element, where you talked about the example of you preparing for a test, which will basically determine whether you stay in the organization or you don't stay in the organization. And that's kind of a breakdown or breakthrough factor, because some people do break down and say, I will not be able to do anything. But you quoted the example of how you prepared for it, and how you prepared for it like you prepared for an exam, and then how you went and gave that test and how you came out with flying colors. You also were very good in giving a relevant example before you started the speech, which was all about focus. And focus, you picked up a very famous example from the Mahabharata, where you always say that, what do you see? So everybody said, I see the fish, I see this, that. And when Arjuna said, I only see the eye of the fish. So that's an example which is often quoted to talk about focus and determination. So that was a very good example of you speaking about your personal example of how you overcame a certain challenge to come out with flying colors. The speech was, in a way, very conversational. You used very simple language, and you used an example which people could easily relate to. A lot of us have gone through this exam kind of situations, either in school or in some of us would have gone through in corporates where we would have been put through a refresher course to say you either brush up or you exit. Okay? So that's example was also very, very relevant. Your language was very simple and you had the confidence to stand and speak in front of an audience. And I didn't find any hesitation of you standing and speaking in front of an online audience. Now, what you can do better is, around the course, I found that you were kind of trying to memorize your speech or trying to kind of get thoughts and ideas together somewhere in the middle. But that's something that you can easily avoid if you practice more. I'm not sure whether you kind of had the speech reviewed by your mentor, but if you have not, it's a good suggestion to have that reviewed in the future speeches. Because when you are speaking, the flow should come automatically. If you think and then come back and speak, it gets into the table topic domain, okay, where I'm thinking something and then I'm speaking. And then when you're quoting for examples, don't quote too many examples. Like you quoted an Australian poet, then you quoted a book, and then you quoted that. That takes away the impact from the speech. Because when you quote too much from information which is available in the outside domain, a lot of people would already know it, or some people will not even know it. So they say, how is the relevance? So have more of it from your personal experiences and your thoughts on how you overcame certain things. And the last thing is, when you're starting a speech, don't say that my topic is. Okay, that's something that you can avoid. Overall, a very good speech. With these recommendations, it will go down to the next level. I'll definitely share you the written feedback. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, DTM Satish man, for the speech evaluation. A great speech by Gayatri. Like Satish suggested, probably you can reduce the number of examples and stick to it. So one of the highlights of any speeches in Toastmasters will have a personal story, and you connect the personal story to a larger audience, and that makes speaking effortless. For you have got it, and probably it is all about refining and fine tuning and get into the next level of speaking. So keep continuing and give speeches often. Thank you, Gayatri, once again. And now let's move on to our tag report. In contest, also we can use test speaker word instead of target speaker. Yes, we are not targeting. Good, true, absolutely. All right, now let's listen to our timer. The timer, may I request our timer to give the timer's report. You're on mute, Andres.
Sorry. So thank you, Alex. Two people given their prepared speeches, and Keshav and Gayatri. Keshav took 6 minutes to complete the topic, and Gayatri took 6 minutes 4 seconds to complete her topic. And coming to table topic, there are 8 people given their impromptu speaking. So right from Jai Shankar took 2 minutes 10 seconds. Next, Santosh took 1 minute 43 seconds. Karthik took 1 minute 21 seconds. And next, Selvi took 1 minute 34 seconds. Navanida took 1 minute 59 seconds. Then Daniel took 1 minute 36 seconds. And Mohini took 3 minute 52 seconds. And finally, Priyank took 1 minute 41 seconds. Thank you. Over to you.
Have you noted the timings for the evaluation?
Yeah. Evaluator Jai Shankar took 3 minutes 43 seconds, and Sadish Menon took 3 minutes 12 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, Anbareshan. And Anbareshan is doing this role for the very first time, and also an impromptu role taker. So I believe that's a great way to start a Toastmaster journey. So big round of applause to Anbareshan. And next is our accounter. Let's listen from Daniel's report on how many fillers we used throughout the meeting.
Yes, once again, good morning. My counter report is for speaker 1, Toastmaster K7. Toastmaster K7 used 4 times and so 6 times and light 1 time and repeat the word and 3 times. And speaker number 2, Toastmaster Gayatri. Toastmaster Gayatri used 1 time, 1 time and show 1 time, but 2 times, and repeated words like I was 3 times, I used 3 times, I tried 2 times. Now, table topic session. Table topic master Toastmaster Shivakumaran used 1 time and so 2 times. And table topic speaker Toastmaster Jay Shankar used 6 times and used so 4 times. Toastmaster Santosh used 3 times, so 3 times. And Toastmaster Karthik used so 2 times and repeated words like 4 times, in that case 3 times, I don't like 3 times. And guest Selvi used 3 times, 1 time, so 2 times, and repeated words like when you 3 times. Toastmaster Navnithan used 1 time, 2 times, and repeated words like I think 6 times, 3 times, 4 times. And Toastmaster Mogini used 1 time. Toastmaster DTM Priyank used 3 times, so 3 times, and repeated words sometimes, 2 times, and I think 3 times. And the evaluator Toastmaster Jaishankar used 6 times, so 3 times, and repeated words like I mean 3 times and 4 times. And Toastmaster the DTM Satish, I could not find any filler words. Great. Thank you. This is my overall report. This is my first time my counter role. Thank you.
So big round of applause to our accounter Daniel. Big round of applause, and also special mention to Satish also for not using any hours. So who is the winner of our counter today? Right. So ideally, Toastmasters should charge 1 rupee for every hours members make, and we should see that how much money Toastmasters International can make out of fillers and filling the money, filling the treasury of Toastmasters International. So thank you. So it's an interesting report, Daniel, and let's move on to our grammarians report. May I request Navanita to give the grammarians report?
Sure. Thank you, DTM Alex. So today, both the speeches had really good usage of language, a lot of good vocabularies, nice words, and same with the TTM. I mean, table topic master had nice topics with good words. I just want to mention some of the good words or phrases that caught my attention. Handle tough problem with a smiling face, kind and compassionate, emotion that fills the bridges, don't mess this up, sharpen our mind, connecting, not collecting. Behind every handshake, there is a heartbeat. That's actually ultimate amazing one. And to break down or breakthrough, wholeheartedly, minting the money, very gracious, giving heart and soul. That's a really amazing one. So those are some of the words that caught my attention, and I noted down. Thank you for those amazing words. And word of the day, Speaker Kesavan used once. I think I have used once, I guess. And um, I mean, Toastmaster of the day, DTM Priyan used once compassion, another time compassionate. I think I didn't miss anyone, I guess, but if I have missed it, sorry. That's all my report for today. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, DTM Alex.
Thanks, Navanita. I think we were not very compassionate as a club to use the word of the day. We can be a little more compassionate in using the word compassionate multiple times. So I already used 3 times. Thank you so much. All right. So that's our tag team report. Now a quick general evaluation report. Overall, the meeting went well. Meeting started on time. Sergeant at Arms, acting Sergeant at Arms Karthik started the meeting, and he did his job beautifully. So big round of applause to Karthik. Thanks, Karthik, for taking up the role in the last minute. Then the presiding officer address and the Toastmaster of the day. I think overall all the elements of each role were done correctly as per the Toastmaster International Protocol. Overall, great. When it comes to speeches, I believe the speeches can be mentored and feedback can be taken from mentors, so that can enhance the speech quality. So second to evaluation, overall evaluation was very good. One of the mistakes we do in evaluation, generally not in our club, and generally I've seen is people paraphrasing what the speaker said. Now, when you look at the whole process of paraphrasing, maybe 1 line, 2 lines are good. But if you keep on paraphrasing what the speaker said, what is the value we are bringing onto the table? You're repeating a script of a speaker. So as far as possible, we need to reduce it and only we need to use it appropriately. That's the only thing. Tag team, excellent job done by all. Of course, Anbarshan been doing this for the first time, probably throughout the meeting, it could have been on the camera, but a lot of issues can happen. I don't know. It is a last minute, maybe some issues. Probably we can prepare that. And thank you, Anbarshan, for taking it the last minute. And as a newcomer, it is a real challenge. For me, even reading the Accounter report in 2008 itself was dreading thing, and but I did it. That's how we learn in Toastmasters. So it really helps. And overall, I believe that it was a good meeting. Time management was excellent. 2 speeches and maximum members participating in table topics. I also have a job to evaluate our table topic master as part of the listening master's role. Of what is the demand as an evaluator here is to see whether the table topic master did exercise his evaluation skills and impromptu skills while giving the topics. So one of the requirements is when you are giving a topic, the person speaks, and after the person speaks, you kind of repeat or add on to a few lines or affirm it. So that's one of the requirements. I think he did it rightly. Overall, it was a good job. So you call the people without no roles, and then with smaller roles and bigger roles. Probably one thing I would suggest is probably Priyank could have not have been called because she's the Toastmaster of the day, playing a bigger role in a meeting. Rather, I would have gone with evaluators. So it is always no roles first, then maybe one or two guests, then the smaller lots, the time slot wise, if the tag team goes, then the next one, and then the next one. What is the idea here is, so by the end of the meeting, if all the members are or the guests are given a chance to speak, I think that is the experience we are trying to bring, right? Finally, many Toastmasters meeting, it is all about we're giving a nice speaking experience, and we are giving it. Overall, great job done. Thank you. Like Toastmaster of the day said, the shining star of our club, really helping the club to wake up. So Shiva Kumaran, Vice President Education, thank you so much. A big round of applause to all the role players of today's meeting. It was a fantastic meeting. And with this, I hand over the meeting to the Toastmaster of the day, DTM Priyan. Thank you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. With that, we will conclude the thing. We are coming to the end of the 3 sections. The last one point is writing thank you notes. So recently we completed our Imagine 2025, and after that I've been writing a lot of thank you emails. Thank you emails, thank you notes is not just good for the other person, it is also good for you. Gratitude always makes us feel and makes us count what we already have and brings in so much goodness and love into our world. I also had some people who were not able to attend Imagine sending out gifts for the lucky draw, writing handwritten thank you notes and sending it through the people who attended the event. It means a lot. It can bring smile on your face, and it is one of the way to make you a people magnet. So go ahead, write thank you notes for your mom, dad, for the obvious, not so obvious things that they did for you, which you now reflect and think how good they were. Like Mohini ma'am said, after so many years, when she stands and cooks, she thinks about it. For your spouse, for your co-workers, colleagues who you have kept the appreciations holding inside your heart but not expressed it outside. Go tell it, make it verbal, make it written. With that, I would like to conclude the theme and try at least one thing from this book and you implement it in your life and become a people magnet. It has definitely helped me in this last 11 months journey as a division director. With that, I would like to hand over the control to the president of our club, Distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Priyank. Thank you. One of the thoughts which you shared about the strawberry and the bait, I think that was warm, which is a classical example, what people like and what we need to serve, and so that we can attract people. So that was a classical example. Thanks for that. It will stay with me forever, for sure. So now may I request Sivakumaran to give us some updates, some exciting updates. And also in the meantime, who will be launching the poll?
I will be launching the poll, Alex.
Okay, then let's give him a few seconds. And in the meantime, may I request the guests to introduce themselves? Sorry, give a feedback. So Selvi, Vinod, kindly give a feedback. And what Anirudh? Or Anirudh is not there. Yeah.
Okay. First thing that I liked very much is about this. He gave, I forgot his name, who actually gave a note about the repeated words. That is really helpful. We never notice that, right? In a flow, we will use the same words many times, which as a listener will sound differently. So that is a takeaway for me. So that's really very useful. On the whole, I like this very much. I didn't know that Toastmaster forum will be this much interesting. I just joined first time last week, and I was looking forward to attend this next meeting today. So it's really interesting. Lot of learnings, and I like it very much.
Thanks, Selvi. Are you in our guest group, Selvi?
Yeah, I'm in guest group.
Okay, all right, cool. So you can always contact one of us for any thoughts, any inputs you need. about Toastmasters. Right.
Okay, okay, sure.
Thank you. Vinod, would you like to share some thoughts?
Sir, I must time attend this meeting. I learned some speaking other people's. I am struggling with speaking, sir. I am definitely speak next time, sir.
Sure, that's a positive affirmation. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next meeting, Vinod. Thank you so much. All right. So are the results ready, or would you like to give an update now,
I
Shiva?
got 9 members as voted, given their votes. If we get 2 or 3 votes, that would be nice. Or
Kind of, yeah, we are above the Indian average of voting in the general election, but like, we can do a good job. Let's have 3 or 4 members voting.
So usually we shouldn't be including the time disqualifications in the poll. Today,
Yes. So next time onwards, when somebody
I
is
think
time
as a rule, we don't need to kind of time disqualifying club meetings because people are learning. Yes. It's unless somebody's drastically over time. Every speaker is learning. If you disqualify a speaker just because they were out of time for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, I don't think it's a good practice.
okay.
but
My
it's been
opinion is-
practiced. It's been practiced across clubs, Satish. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
but I mean, it's not a rule anyway. Okay, it's contest I can understand, right? Because contest you need to have time disqualification, but not because that's only will make a person improve. Because every time you say you are time disqualified, okay, if the speech might overall be good, okay, but you're just disqualifying somebody because they got overtime by 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Okay, it's taking away the entire content of the speech, right? Again, my
right,
opinion.
I see that,
Yeah.
but somewhere I read in Toastmasters, the Sergeant at Arms manual itself, they mentioned the role of a Sergeant at Arms is to find who is qualified and non-qualified members and make a note of it and update. So anyway, we'll double check that again.
Now, again, those are suggested rules. You don't have to kind of stick to it by the core. Okay,
Yeah, right.
you're not violating anything by just saying that okay, we will not have time disqualifications in voting. Correct. Voting itself is kind of voluntary. Some clubs don't even have voting. So
Yeah, I think we got our results ready. So the best role player is general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Alex Jacob. Jacob, sorry, I always say that Jacob. Then the best tag role is best tag role player is Daniel Andrew for our counter. Then best speaker is Toastmaster Gayatri single-handedly taken it. Then our best table topic speaker is Mohini, who is inspired with her mother, who got 4 votes out of 11. And last best evaluator is distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon, who was taken it single-handedly. Many congratulations to all the winners of the role players. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Shiva. Shiva, would you like to give an update about the Toastmaster of the month, or shall we take it offline? Or what is the?
No, I will give I have a couple of announcements to make to the club.
Yes, please.
Dear members and guests, my first request is uh, rec- I would like to ask you that please go to Google reviews of our club and give your thoughts and feedbacks on it. So our club will be having some traction in online, and it may attract more guests to our club to attend the meetings. So I kindly request all of you to please spend 5 minutes of your time after the meeting. Go to Wakeup Chennai Toastmasters Club in Google and give your valuable reviews. It can be anything honest. I would encourage all of you. I don't encourage you to give positive feedback, but I encourage to go and give your feedback. That is one of my kind requests for today. And then the next point is we plan to have in-person meeting as last meeting of the month would be in-person meeting in a space, right? So in the meeting we decided to have a Toastmaster of the month. a person who is very involving for the whole month, who is giving speeches, who is taking roles and spending most of the important part for the club. We will encourage him with some memento or something on the last meeting of the month. So we will be carrying it out going forward. The Toastmaster of the month for Wakeup Chennai Toastmaster Club. So I again encourage all of you to take part in most of the roles and give your speeches. So you will be winning it, and you will be encouraging all of you to do the same in all the upcoming months. These are the two announcements I have for now. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, and I'm sure the details will follow. Thank you so much, Shiva. Thanks a lot. So it was a wonderful meeting. Thank you all for joining for the 320th meeting. So next meeting is a special meeting. Looking forward to meet you all at a special meeting of Wakeup Chennai Toastmasters Club. So have a great week ahead. So I will definitely go back with one of the great learnings which I had today from DTM Priyank's topic, people magnet. Let's have more worms in our kitty than strawberries, because others like worms, not the strawberries. So I'm closing meeting number 320. Thanks a lot, and we will have a quick group photo. Kindly switch on your videos. And who will be taking the picture? We can have an official photograph also. Right.
I think I can take it. Sorry,
Somebody's taking the picture?
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to do it one.
I'm on laptop. For some reason, it is not allowing me screenshot.
Yeah, I have taken it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Can
Selvi, if you. Yeah, yes, Mani. Yes, ma'am.
Fellow Toastmasters, being a networking platform also, I have a small request if anyone can help me. Being a very senior person, I'm in a position in my family to do some property disposal, which I'm not experienced at. So I request some help from all of you guys in Chennai. If you could put me on to some real estate people, or I can send the property details to some of the members whose numbers probably I have. I can speak in detail also later. But I would really appreciate this help if you can help me out with some real estate numbers and addresses. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, call up Hanu Reddy Realty.
Yeah, I've contacted them.
They are very professional. I did a couple of dealings through them. Very, very professional.
Okay, I have contacted them.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll follow. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Call up one of you guys to give some details, which you may please circulate for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Namanita, would you like to share something? You have a property to sell?
No, I said thank you.
I would like to see your furniture collection sometime, Alex.
Madam, you have the property in Chennai?
No, I have the property in Kunur.
Kunur, okay. So it's a land or the home along with that?
Right now, I have to sell about 9 acres of estate.